Missing that key player to complete the God Squad? Well, check out Buy My Coins for instant delivered Madden coins, and be sure to use code SAVAGE at checkout for 10% off. Yo guys, what is going on? It's Savage here, and today I'm coming at you with my first what if video of Madden 18. And to be completely honest, what if videos are my favorite types of videos to make for YouTube, as well as watch on YouTube as a watcher. Now, with that being said, fellas, today we are going to be covering the topic on what if the Cleveland Browns were to pursue signing free agent quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Now, for the Browns, it seems like whoever plays the quarterback position just immediately gets cursed. It is absolutely terrible. In the second round of the 2017 draft, the Cleveland Browns decided to pick QB DeShone Kizer. That seemed great, as the Browns did go 4-0 in preseason. Of course, in the preseason, it's a lot different, but DeShone Kizer showed some true signs of potential. That is what you just want to see out of your young QB. Maybe somebody who can be that young guy with all of that energy, take the leadership role, and actually guide your team to greatness. Well, an 0-5 start definitely does not prove greatness. Now, due to DeShone Kizer starting off 0-5, the Cleveland Browns have actually made the decision to bench him this week and go ahead to start Stanford grad Kevin Hogan, who was drafted in the 5th round of the 2016 draft by the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you go ahead and put another kid who really has no NFL experience as your leader of your team, the leader of your team, when there is literally a fully capable quarterback in Colin Kaepernick on the free agent market? Now, if the Browns were semi-serious about wanting to potentially save their season and make a push for the playoffs, why not go sign a quarterback who has, I don't know, playoff experience, or better yet, Super Bowl experience? Kaepernick in 2012 led the Niners to the Super Bowl, where he only started 7 games for them and threw for 1,800 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's pretty freaking good for somebody only starting 7 games and then leading your team to the Super Bowl. But of course, he has so much backlash due to him kneeling during the national anthem about a year ago. And I mean, personally, this isn't a political video. This is a what if Madden video. So I'm not going to get too in detail with the topic of that on whether I disagree or agree with it. But I mean, as long as it's a peaceful protest, I don't see why in America there is an issue with that. As long as nobody's getting hurt, because as long as there's hundreds of NFL players doing it right now, whole teams are partaking in kneeling and uniting during the national anthem. So in my personal opinion, as long as there's no violence, then they can kind of do whatever they want. But with all of this being said, I am now going to hop into Madden, put Colin Kaepernick on the Cleveland Browns, and see how well Kaepernick actually does for them, and if he can potentially lead them to a playoff berth. I want you guys to guess the record of the Cleveland Browns when Colin Kaepernick is the starting QB for them. And do you guys think that he will lead them to the playoffs? Do you think he'll lead them to the Super Bowl? Or do you think he will tank just like anybody else on that team, unfortunately, at the quarterback position? Just very interested myself to go check it out and see what we can do. But I'll pick it up in a second when we are in CFM on Madden. Alrighty, fellas, here we are now in Connected Franchise on Madden, and what we are going to do first, of course, is go straight on over to the free agents, and we are going to sign our boy Colin Kaepernick right here, going straight down to QB. And look at him, so beautiful, man. 29 years of age. This man is ready to be back on an NFL roster. Now, what I am wanting you guys to do right now is we are starting in the preseason, so I want you to submit 3 guesses right now. I want you to predict what our preseason record's going to be. I want you to predict what our halfway through the regular season is going to be, and then I want you guys to predict what our full regular season record is going to be, and I will of course state mine. So in preseason, I feel like we are going to probably go 500 with Kaepernick. I really do feel like we are going to go 500 with Kaepernick, 2-2 in preseason. After the first 8, I'm going to give us a 3-5 record, and then after the entire regular season, I'm going to say we're going to end up 6-10. But what I'm seeing right here is I'm looking at the stats between Colin Kaepernick, you know, the dude who went to the Super Bowl, and rookie DeShone Kizer, you know, the dude who started out 0-5. And I'm just trying to figure out how DeShone Kizer is accurate in every single stat across the board. He is more accurate than Colin Kaepernick. That is very disrespectful, EA. EA, what are you doing disrespecting a player who literally almost came back in the Super Bowl? In the Super Bowl against the defense that was led by Ray Lewis. Like, that is just very disrespectful. But with all of that being said, make sure that you guys right now pause the video, and type, well, don't pause the video yet until you type in your thing, like, because if you pause the video now, you won't hear me say to type in what your guesses are. But without further ado, we're going to simulate right now to the regular season. Now, like I said, I think we're going to go 2-2. I'm 100% confident that Colin Kaepernick is going to win 2 games, but I just feel like Madden is going to also make him lose 2 games. I hope I'm freaking right, man. If he does better, more power to him, because I would love to see Colin Kaepernick succeed. I really would. Now, let's see what Colin Kaepernick did in the preseason. Let's just see what he freaking did. Going to go to team schedule, and then we are going to go over here now to the preseason. What did we do? We went 2-2. Yes, we went 2-2. Okay, great. Yes, we went 500. Just like I said we would go 500. We went 500. Now, I did also say we would go 3-5 in our first 8. So in our first 8 games up to week 9, we will be going, in my opinion, 3-5. And I said we would finish 6-10. So if you haven't already, submit your regular season guesses. And right now we're going to simulate to mid-season. Now, I personally feel like Colin Kaepernick has the team around him that is suited for his style of play, which is, kind of a scrambly quarterback. He's got a very strong arm as well, so he might be able to, get somebody open over the top, maybe utilize, Duke Johnson a little bit more, who's been stepping up in the past game these past few weeks for the Browns. I mean, even though the Browns aren't that good, you got to compliment the players who are still putting their heart out. Now, right now, before I check it, I'm very nervous. I am very nervous for Colin. Colin, look at him smile. Dude, you can't hate a man that's smiling like that. Look at Kenny. Kenny's happy too. Let's see what we got right here, man. 2-6. Okay, I was close. I was actually close. Now I want to see, but being that Deshaun Kaiser started off 0-5, did Colin Kaepernick start better than 0-5? That is a very big thing. He actually won 2 games back to back. And not only did he win 2 games back to back, just look at the points that he's putting up. 42, 49, 37, 31, and then 7-7. But we're gonna forget about the 7-7. Bro, he's putting up like 30+ points in most of his games. Or half of his games he's put up at least 30 or more points. At least 30 or more points. That's freaking crazy. I don't see Deshaun Kaiser doing that. Now, even though I did say that they would finish 6-10, I mean, they could easily finish 6-10. They're 2-6 right now. Let me know if you guys 2-6. Of course, let me know if you guys 2-6, because now what we're going to do is we're going to simulate to the playoffs, and we're going to see how well Colin Kaepernick did. I really believe it. I firmly believe. I would put a pair of clout goggles on this. That the Browns in real life are going to finish worse with whoever they put at QB, whether it's freaking Deshaun, Kevin, Cody Kessler. I don't care who it is, man. I would put a pair of cloud goggles on it that the Browns are going to finish better in this Madden simulation with Kaepernick under center than in real life. So we didn't make the playoffs. What do you think we went, guys? What do you think we went? We went 6-10, baby. I called it. I said we would go. There is no freaking way that the Browns go 6-10 in real life. And you know what? There's going to one day be a Browns representative, a worker on the Browns is going to watch this video and be like, dude, this kid in the Savage hat was thinking, and we should have listened to him because he knows what he's talking about. We should have went out and we should have signed Colin Kaepernick, and we wouldn't have looked like a complete embarrassment, because guess what? He went 6-10 with Kaepernick in freaking Madden. I bet we could have went 6-10 with Kaepernick in the freaking real life regular season, because I'm telling you, man, Kaepernick is the freaking real deal. So if you're a Browns employee right now, make sure that you CC somebody in this so that they can watch this video as well. Now, right here, before I end the video, I just want to go see how well he's done. Look at Cat. Cat with the 82 point. Dude, Deshaun Kaiser's freaking, I almost said Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Kaiser's freaking passer rating right now is like a 39. It's something disgusting. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. Look at Kaepernick. 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. You know, man, they say sometimes you just got they say sometimes you just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, man. 60% completion passer rating, or 60% completion, not too bad. 82.6 rating. 93 yards was his longest pass. Got sacked 42 times. That's not that bad. 1,009 downs played. Pretty freaking nice. And let's just go see who his #1 target was. Who did he like to throw to? Oh, look at the big boy. Big boy Njoku. Big boy Njoku. Big boy Njoku with 11 TDs this year, man. But, I mean, honestly, I personally do believe that Colin Kaepernick could definitely start for an NFL team. Hell, Tom Brady said Colin Kaepernick could start for an NFL team, and he's probably the greatest quarterback we will ever get to see play. And I'm sorry if that offended anybody. If you don't think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time yet, well, you might be watching the wrong NFL. But fellas, with all of that being said, I really do hope that you enjoyed this kind of a video, especially if you've never seen one of my what if videos before. But these are super fun for me to do, and I hope that they're super fun for you guys to watch. Now, if you have any of your own interesting ideas that you would like to see me try to recreate in Madden, I would be 100% down. I can do historic teams, college teams, stuff like this. Maybe take your favorite team and add a key player that maybe could have got drafted by that team or could have got traded by that team, and it would have made a very big impact on the entire organization. But with all that being said, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed, be sure to smack a big fat thumbs up on the button down below. And like I said, man, don't hesitate to comment your own ideas. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here. And as always, fellas, I think you guys know what I'm about to say. Have a wonderful rest of your night.